Dorcas gazelles are fascinating creatures adapted to survive in some of the harshest environments on Earth, but they face significant challenges to their survival in the wild. A small ungulate, the Dorcas gazelle is found throughout the deserts of North Africa, Sinai Peninsula, Palestine and Arabia. Despite its fragile and elegant appearance, it can withstand very harsh environmental conditions. Its inward-pointing ringed horns are seen in both males and females. Dorcas gazelles face various threats in the wild, including habitat loss, poaching for meat and trophies, and competition with domestic livestock for resources. They are listed as near threatened by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, with populations declining in many areas. They inhabit a variety of arid and semi-arid habitats, including deserts, steppes, and scrublands. They are well adapted to living in harsh environments and can go for long periods without water. Dorcas gazelles typically stand around 55 to 65 centimeters at the shoulder. They typically measure around 90 to 110 centimeters from the head to the base of the tail. Adult Dorcas gazelles usually weigh between 15 to 25 kilograms. Males tend to be slightly larger and heavier than females. Dorcas gazelles have a coat that helps them blend into their desert habitat. The coat of a Dorcas gazelle is typically a sandy or tan color, sometimes with a reddish or yellowish hue. This coloration helps them camouflage effectively in the desert environment, providing them with some protection against predators. The underparts of the Dorcas gazelle are usually lighter in color, often white or cream-colored. This lighter coloration contrasts with the sandy coat and helps them blend into the bright desert landscape. They have distinct markings on their bodies. One of the most prominent features is a black stripe that runs along their side, from the shoulder to the thigh. This stripe is bordered by lighter fur on both sides. They also have a white rump patch, which is particularly noticeable when they're running away from potential threats. The Dorcas gazelle has a distinctive build that is well adapted to its desert habitat. Dorcas gazelles have a slender and agile build, which allows them to move quickly and gracefully through their arid environment. Their lightweight bodies enable them to navigate the sandy terrain with ease. They have long, slender legs that are well suited for running and jumping. Their elongated limbs help them cover long distances efficiently and escape from predators. Dorcas gazelles have small, pointed hooves that are adapted for walking on sand and rocky terrain. These hooves provide them with traction and stability, allowing them to move swiftly across the desert landscape. Despite their slender appearance, Dorcas gazelles have well-developed muscles, particularly in their hindquarters. These muscles give them the power and speed needed to evade predators and navigate challenging terrain. They have a relatively long neck and a small, narrow head with large, expressive eyes. Their keen senses of sight, hearing, and smell help them detect predators and locate food and water sources in their harsh environment. Dorcas gazelles exhibit a range of social behaviors, depending on factors such as sex, age, and environmental conditions. They can be solitary, form small groups, or gather in larger herds, particularly during the dry season when resources are scarce. Females and their offspring often form stable groups, while males may be solitary or form temporary bachelor groups. Dorcas gazelles are preyed upon by a variety of predators, including lions, cheetahs, leopards, and hyenas. To avoid predation, they rely on their keen senses of sight, hearing, and smell to detect threats from a distance. When threatened, they can run at speeds of up to 80 km per hour and perform agile maneuvers to escape from predators. During the hottest parts of the day, Dorcas gazelles seek shelter from the sun and rest in shady areas, such as under trees or bushes. They are most active during the cooler hours of dawn and dusk, when they engage in feeding, socializing, and territorial behaviors. Dorcas gazelles emit loud, high-pitched alarm calls when they detect potential threats, such as predators or other dangers. These calls alert other members of the group to the presence of danger and prompt them to flee or take defensive actions. Dorcas gazelles use softer, lower-pitched contact calls to maintain communication with other members of their group, particularly during periods of movement or foraging. These calls help individuals stay in close proximity to one another and coordinate their activities. Grasses make up a significant portion of the Dorcas gazelle's diet. They feed on a variety of grass species found in their arid and semi-arid habitats, grazing on tender grass shoots and blades. In addition to grasses, Dorcas gazelles also consume leaves and herbs from a wide range of plant species. They may browse on shrubs, bushes, and small trees, feeding on leaves, shoots, and tender vegetation. Dorcas gazelles are well adapted to living in arid environments with limited water and vegetation. They are able to extract moisture from the plants they consume, allowing them to survive in regions where water is scarce. During periods of drought or when other food sources are scarce, Dorcas gazelles may dig for roots, tubers, and underground plant parts. These nutrient-rich food sources provide them with essential nutrients and energy to sustain them during challenging times. While Dorcas gazelles can obtain some moisture from the plants they consume, they still require access to water sources to survive. They are capable of going for extended periods without drinking water, but they will seek out water when it's available, such as from natural springs, waterholes, or seasonal rivers. During the breeding season, male Dorcas gazelles may emit vocalizations to attract females and assert dominance over rival males. These calls are often deep, guttural sounds that convey information about the male's fitness and willingness to mate. Male Dorcas gazelles may engage in territorial displays, which involve vocalizations, body postures, and ritualized behaviors aimed at asserting dominance and defending their territories against rivals. These displays can include snorts, grunts, and other aggressive vocalizations. Mother Dorcas gazelles may use soft, soothing vocalizations to communicate with their offspring and reassure them during times of stress or danger. These maternal calls help strengthen the bond between mother and offspring and promote group cohesion. Dorcas gazelles typically have a defined breeding season, which varies depending on the region and environmental conditions. In some areas, the breeding season may coincide with the rainy season when food and water resources are more abundant, while in other regions, it may occur during cooler months when temperatures are more moderate. During the breeding season, male Dorcas gazelles become more active in establishing territories and competing for access to females. They engage in displays of dominance and aggression, which may include vocalizations, posturing, and ritualized behaviors aimed at attracting females and intimidating rival males. Adult male Dorcas gazelles establish territories that they defend against other males during the breeding season. These territories are used for mating and breeding activities and may encompass areas with abundant food, water, and suitable habitat for females and offspring. Once a male establishes a territory, he may engage in courtship displays to attract females. These displays may include vocalizations, chasing, and physical interactions with females to demonstrate his fitness and suitability as a mate. The gestation period for Dorcas gazelles is around 6 months. After mating, females give birth to a single calf, although twins are possible but rare. Births often occur during the rainy season when food resources are more abundant, providing nursing mothers with the nutrition they need to produce milk for their offspring. Female Dorcas gazelles provide maternal care to their offspring, nursing them and protecting them from predators. Young gazelles remain with their mothers for several months, learning essential survival skills such as foraging, predator avoidance, and social behaviors before eventually becoming independent. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.